As we age, certain truths begin to crystallize, and one of the most profound realizations is that time, once thought to be an infinite resource, is no longer something we can take for granted. Each day becomes more precious, carrying with it an increasing sense of purpose. For those in their 50s, 60s, and beyond, there's often a natural reflection that takes place. What comes next? After decades of work, raising families, and achieving personal milestones, crossing the threshold into later years can prompt the question of what the future holds. This isn't a question of despair, but rather of awakening, a recognition that the years ahead hold untapped potential. It's a chance to reframe how we view these years, understanding that they can be filled with joy, meaning, and connection, rather than just a period of slowing down. Too often, society has led us to believe that retirement and the years that follow should be about winding down, about rest and relaxation. While rest is important, it shouldn't be seen as the prelude to an inevitable end. Rest should be a celebration of the freedom that comes from having lived a full life. Now more than ever, you have the opportunity to decide how the final chapters of your life will unfold. If approached with an open heart, these years can be full of discovery, joy, and profound personal fulfillment. The key is embracing this time with intention and recognizing the power you have to make each day meaningful. As we age, our relationship with time changes. When we're younger, it feels as though time stretches endlessly ahead. Days blur into weeks and weeks into years without much thought about their passing. But as the years accumulate, we begin to notice the fleeting nature of life. Each day takes on more significance, because we've lived long enough to see how quickly things can shift. This understanding doesn't need to be a source of fear, but rather a wake-up call to make the most of the time we have left. Whether it's a decade, 2 decades, or more, the remaining years are a gift, and it's up to you how you choose to use them. Instead of viewing this stage of life as the end, try to see it as a new beginning. What do you want to experience in the time you have left? What brings you peace? And what makes you happy? Throughout our working years, it's easy to lose sight of our own happiness. We often prioritize responsibilities, career, family, financial obligations, over personal fulfillment. We focus on what needs to be done, postponing our own joy for a time that never seems to arrive. But now, as you enter the later stages of life, you're no longer bound by the same constraints. The freedom to choose how you spend your time is yours, and this can be a liberating feeling. These are your years to shape as you see fit. There's no need to follow anyone else's path or measure your life by someone else's standards. Instead, consider what truly nourishes your spirit. Whether it's spending more time with loved ones, exploring a long-held passion, or simply savoring a quiet moment of peace, make the most of this time. It's more precious than anything money can buy. One of the most important lessons learned by this stage in life is that happiness can no longer be postponed. How often have you found yourself thinking, I'll be happy when the kids are grown, when the house is paid off, when I finally retire? But if you're honest with yourself, you'll likely realize that happiness isn't a destination. It's something you need to actively create in the here and now. Happiness doesn't come once we reach a certain milestone. It's a choice, one that you can make every single day. It's not about waiting for perfect circumstances or hoping for a flawless outcome. It's about appreciating the present moment and choosing to embrace joy no matter what else is happening. Ask yourself, what brings me happiness right now, today, not a year from now, not a month from now? It could be something as simple as a quiet walk in nature, a cup of coffee with a friend, or reading a book. Whatever it is, make room for it in your daily life. Don't wait for a better moment. That moment is here, and it's waiting for you. In our younger years, much of our identity is tied to our work. We've been conditioned to believe that our value is determined by how hard we work, the titles we hold, and the roles we play in society. But as we enter the later years of life, it's important to challenge this belief. Our purpose doesn't retire when we do. It doesn't vanish when we step away from our careers. For many, the idea of retirement can be disorienting. After years of defining ourselves by our job, it's difficult to imagine who we are without that role. But here's the truth. Your purpose is not confined to your work. Now is the time to redefine what gives your life meaning. Perhaps it's volunteering for a cause you care about, mentoring younger generations, or taking up a hobby you've always put off. The opportunities for meaning are endless, and it's up to you to seek them out. Purpose doesn't have to come from a job. It can come from anything that gives you a sense of fulfillment and connection to something greater than yourself. These years can be some of the richest and most rewarding of your life. Instead of letting them pass in a blur of waiting for something better, make them a time of discovery, of joy, of choosing to live each day with intention. Time, once seen as an endless river, now feels like a precious, limited resource. And that makes it all the more valuable. In the later stages of life, the focus shifts from merely achieving success to finding fulfillment and meaning in your daily life. It's about discovering what truly sparks a sense of contribution and joy within you. This might take the form of learning new things, diving into long-forgotten passions, or simply cherishing more moments with the people you care about. Your purpose at this point is not to merely stay busy, but to feel alive, to experience life in a way that nourishes your spirit. You've already earned your place in the world, so now is the time to truly live for yourself. For so many, the idea of enjoying life often comes with the hesitation of needing permission. Over the years, you've likely adhered to societal expectations, worked tirelessly to support your family, and made sacrifices for the benefit of others. Now, as you enter your later years, you might feel as though you still need permission to relax, to travel, or to simply indulge in things that bring you joy. But here's the truth. You no longer need anyone's permission. You've spent years giving to others, your family, your career, your community. And now it's time to focus on your own happiness. Let go of any feelings of guilt that may arise when considering putting yourself first. It's not selfish. It's essential. You've earned the right to live life on your own terms without constantly justifying your choices to others. Whether it means taking up a new hobby, spending time with friends, or enjoying peaceful moments in nature, this is your time. The world will not fall apart if you take a step back for yourself. In fact, by prioritizing your own well-being and happiness, you'll find you have even more to give to the people around you. Throughout your working life, you've likely heard about the elusive work-life balance, the idea that you should balance your professional duties with your personal life. But as you enter retirement or semi-retirement, this idea transforms. Now, it's not about juggling work and personal time. It's about focusing on life itself. The precious time you have left should be spent doing what makes you feel fulfilled. If you still work, that's fine, but always ensure that what you do for yourself takes precedence. If you're retired, it's the perfect time to fully embrace the notion that life isn't about work anymore. The balance you're looking for now isn't about dividing your time between work and life. Instead, it's about finding harmony within your life and focusing on what brings you joy. Whether that's travel, spending time with loved ones, or simply relishing the slower pace of life, the point is to center your energy on what truly nourishes you. Your time is yours to enjoy. Don't waste it on obligations that don't fulfill you. Happiness isn't just a fleeting emotion. It's a force that can actually improve your health and extend your life. Research shows that those who are happy tend to live longer and healthier lives. This is known as the happiness advantage, and it's something you can tap into no matter your age. When you focus on happiness, your body responds. Your immune system strengthens, your mind stays sharp, and you're more likely to remain active and engaged in life. Happiness isn't just a mental state. It's a physical one, too. So, how do you cultivate happiness in your later years? It begins with finding joy in the everyday moments, whether it's a leisurely walk in nature, a coffee with a friend, or a new project you're passionate about. The real secret to staying youthful doesn't lie in pills or potions. It's found in your ability to savor the small moments that make life beautiful. When you prioritize happiness, you aren't just improving the quality of your life, you're adding years to it. The more you embrace joy, the more vibrant and fulfilled your life will become. One of the most common misconceptions about aging is that it's too late to change. But this couldn't be further from the truth. It's never too late to make changes, learn something new, or pursue dreams you've put on hold. Age doesn't limit your potential. It's simply a number. Many people have reinvented themselves in their later years. Whether starting a new career, picking up a new skill, or discovering a passion they never had the chance to explore before, there is no age limit to personal growth. There's no reason to hold back from pursuing something new, whether it's a hobby, travel, or even starting a new business. Life should be lived fully, and that means embracing new opportunities no matter how old you are. You are never too old to start again, to learn, or to experience something you've always wanted to. Now is the perfect time to embrace your dreams, however big or small. Age should never be seen as an obstacle to what you want to do in life. It's simply a number that reflects the experiences you've gained and the wisdom you've acquired. Don't let it become a barrier that holds you back from the life you still want to create. If there's something on your mind, something you've always wanted to do or experience, now is the time to go for it. Life is meant to be lived to the fullest, and there is always room for new chapters, new adventures, and new beginnings. As you move through your working years, it's essential to discover what gives you a sense of purpose and fulfillment. This doesn't have to look the same for everyone. It could mean learning something new, diving into a passion, or spending more quality time with those you care about. The key now is to live in a way that makes you feel truly alive, not just productive. Your purpose is no longer about earning your place in the world. You've already done that. Now, it's time to live for yourself. Stop waiting for someone to give you permission to enjoy life. Throughout your career, you've followed the rules, worked tirelessly, supported your family, and met the expectations of society. By now, you might feel as though you still need approval to relax, to enjoy life, or to follow your heart. But here's the truth. You don't need anyone's permission anymore. You've spent decades living for others, your children, your spouse, your career, and you've honored those responsibilities. Now it's your turn. It's your time to start living for yourself. For many, this shift can feel uncomfortable. After years of putting others first, it might seem selfish to put your own happiness ahead. But the reality is, it's not selfish. It's necessary. You've earned the right to live life on your terms, to do what brings you joy, without guilt or hesitation. Whether that means traveling, gardening, or simply enjoying quiet afternoons, you no longer have to justify your choices. You've given so much to others, now it's time to give back to yourself. The world won't fall apart if you prioritize yourself for once. In fact, by putting your own happiness first, you'll find that you have even more to give to the people around you. Your happiness isn't just a reward, it's a responsibility. When you care for yourself, you're in a better position to care for those you love. You've probably heard the term work-life balance throughout your working years, often used as a way to manage the competing demands of your career and personal life. It's something that seemed hard to achieve. But as you enter the next phase of life, that concept takes on a new meaning. It's no longer about balancing work with life. It's about making life the priority. The time you have ahead is too precious to spend on anything that doesn't bring you joy. If you're still working, that's okay. But the balance should always tilt toward what nourishes your spirit. If you've already retired, this is your chance to completely release the notion that work defines who you are. Life should always come first. Your time now belongs to you, and it's yours to fill with whatever makes you happiest. Whether that's traveling, pursuing hobbies, spending time with family, or simply savoring the peaceful pace of life, your focus should be on what truly matters to you. The balance you're looking for isn't between work and life anymore. It's about the balance within life itself. Find what brings you happiness and let that be your guiding principle. This is your time to live for yourself, without guilt or hesitation. Happiness, as research shows, is more than just a feeling. It's a powerful force that can transform your life. Known as the happiness advantage, it's been proven that happy people live longer and healthier lives. Your happiness doesn't just affect your mood, it has real, tangible effects on your well-being. When you're happy, your body responds in positive ways. Your immune system gets stronger, your mind stays sharper, and you're more likely to remain engaged with life. Happiness is not just a state of mind, it's a state of health. And the good news is, you can tap into this at any age. Cultivating happiness in your later years starts with choosing to find joy in the everyday moments. Whether it's spending time with family, indulging in a passion, or simply enjoying a peaceful walk in nature. Happiness lies in appreciating the little things that make life beautiful. The true fountain of youth is not in a bottle or a pill. It's in your ability to find joy in the present moment. By prioritizing your happiness, you're not just improving your quality of life, you're adding years to it. So make the choice today to focus on happiness and see how it transforms your life for the better. There's a misconception that once you reach a certain age, it's too late to change. But the truth is, it's never too late. Regardless of how old you are, you always have the power to reinvent yourself, pursue new dreams, and live a life filled with purpose. I've seen people embark on new careers in their 60s, learn new skills in their 70s, and discover new passions in their 80s. The key is to remain open-minded and willing to grow. Don't let age be a barrier to your dreams. It's never too late to try something new. Whether it's traveling to a dream destination, learning a new language, or picking up a hobby you've always wanted to explore, now is the time to do it. Life is meant to be lived fully at every stage, and your age doesn't limit your potential. It's just a number. So, remember this. It's never too late to pursue what lights you up. Life is too short to wait for the perfect moment. If there's something you've always wanted to do, start today. You have the ability to change your life, to make it more meaningful, and to fill your days with things that bring you joy. The best years of your life are not behind you. They're ahead of you. Don't wait for tomorrow. Start living your best life now. And if you need inspiration, motivation, or just a little reminder to keep going, I'm here. Be sure to subscribe and let's continue this journey together. Your best life is waiting.